What's up, everybody? It's your girl Kiwan, and I am back. Ooh, it's been a long time since y'all seen me. I am actually back with Soul Food, y'all. Season 1, episode 7. Truth be told. So once y'all see this, after y'all finish watching this, go and watch episode 8, which I will drop right behind it. Okay, I am on the road to 1K, so I have 950. So I'm 50 away. So yeah, I am just going to try to drop videos all weekend. So just, since I've got my infusions, I'm not as tired. And work, I won't do overtime until back in overtime until next week, y'all. I really want to get all these videos out. And I'm not putting overtime off for YouTube. I can't do overtime this week just because of how work goes or whatever. But that's not y'all problem. So Soul Food, y'all already know how this go. Where everybody decide they want to piss me off. Somebody on here has pissed me off on this episode and the next episode. Actually on the Break TV, there are 13 episodes in. So I actually want to get all of those episodes. I know I still owe y'all Next Gen NYC. I owe y'all, what is it? Cheat Rehab. Whatever, put a ring on it. Tomorrow they'll drop episode 2. I owe y'all the second Bell Collective, and I owe y'all, which will only be all pre-records, okay? And I owe y'all Heart and Hustle Houston, which will drop tomorrow. I should be all caught up. I don't know if that Next Gen NYC, child. I don't know if I'm gonna combine that or if I will give y'all one episode per day. And I still owe y'all a final episode of Love After Lockup. So I really have been slacking, but I really have been extremely tired. But since I've gotten my iron infusions, I have not been tired. So praise God. Because I'm really finna start saying some bad words. Anyway, truth be told, episode 7. So y'all, the episode starts with Terry and Damon. They being robbed. They butt naked. Booty naked. They're being robbed by some dude who almost looked like a low budget limb. And of course, y'all know Terry know everybody. So she recognized him. And he's this dude who was in high school. He used to be married to some fine chick in school. Turns out he's now gay. And he's, he a stick-up man. Like, he want to ride people. Which is probably why the lady divorced him. Okay? You not only do you not like women, and that is okay. But not only that, you a thief that don't like women. So I got to leave you, sir. So when she realized who he was, it was like, that was your problem. You talk too much in high school. So Damon was like, Terry, shut up. And y'all know Terry ain't backing down from nobody. Okay? So what's his name? Kenny comes to pick them up. He didn't steal their clothes, but he did take Terry's car. And she was like, you get back here with my car. I'm like, Terry, just call the police, ma'am. Tell them people who stole your car, since you know his first and last name, so they can find him and find your stolen car. Anyway, so Damon's first time meeting Kenny. And Terry asked Kenny, do not tell Max. Well, of course, he told Max before everything happened. So Max told what's her name? Bird. They all went over to Terry's house. Okay, Terry's, y'all know Terry is very private. So this was his first time. So this is everybody's first time meeting Damon. So when the sisters come over, Damon comes downstairs. They heard about Damon, but they finally get to see a face with a name. And baby, they are impressed, okay, by the German-speaking, light-skinned, beautiful child. And very impressed. Y'all have to see him in person, okay? He is a beautiful man. And when I saw him, this was really when he was in his prime. I told y'all I seen him for Essence Fest. And he looks like he was just wore out. And he was nice to me, okay? He don't remember, but he, I remember. I ain't gonna never forget. But he was very nice. And he seemed like he was very tired. And all of the things. But he was just a nice guy. Even though he was tired, he was still kind enough to talk and speak and all of the things. So yeah, I'll never forget that. So anyway, in the next scene, y'all remember Grimy Snaky, Lester Hardy. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm looking at something. Lester Hardy, he goes to see Bird because he think Bird is the weak link of the sisters. So he want to convince Bird to talk to her sisters so he can have 3 more months in the store. So y'all know he's supposed to give them the keys because the sisters have 50% and he have the other 50%. Well, he wants to have more time. He wants to have 3 more months and without sharing the store with them. I was like, sir, go directly to hell because you already got 1 foot in the grave and the other one in hell. I don't like Lester Hardy, and I cannot wait until we don't have to see him no more. Okay? So Terry have a conversation with Damon about him going to law school. And Damon has made it very clear that he does not want to go to law school. You've seen him have the conversation with his parents. And now So y'all, I'm sorry, I'm back. I had to pause real quick. We was talking about Damon. Terry wanting Damon to go to law school. And of course, he said he ain't got time. So Kenny goes to Lester Hardy's store. Well, Lester in a girl's store to get the keys for the sisters so they can have their set of keys. And he actually came with the police. So his fake ass, and y'all gonna find out why I call her fake ass Frances Lester, she's playing Lester's sister. Let me say y'all, the lady who's playing Lester's sister, she was playing Doughboy and Ricky Mama in Boys in the Hood. Y'all remember where you going, you little fat fuck? It ain't like you got a wait, no, she said where y'all going anyway? It ain't like you got a job. Is that it? Hell no, it ain't it. It ain't it till I say it's it. Goddamn. She is a great actress, though. I will say that lady did a quick 1-2 off script. She's a great actress. I will say that. I forget her real name, but she is a great actress. But on here, she's acting like she's Frances Lester. She's playing the parts of Lester's sister, aka she really was one of Lester's hoes back in the day, one of his young hoes back in the day. Okay, because he an old ass man, so that was one of his young hoes who he used to throw money at and do whatever he do, his business all on top of that lady. Okay, so they's trying to play in everybody's face with they scheming and scamming asses, and she's just standing in the. Why is you in these people's store smoking? Okay, y'all know at that time you were able to smoke in a facility. You can't smoke in a facility no more. I'm telling my age. Y'all remember when you used to be able to smoke in facilities. So anyway, Damon goes to visit Bird as Max asked him to. And so she was looking at Damon's haircut and she was like, your haircut kind of fly. Max just wanted you to come here so I can basically grill you. And so again, that's what gave Damon pause. He was like, so that's one of the things that's giving him pause. I'm like, Damon, what you tripping for? Because here is the thing. In the last episode, you were so thirsty to meet Terry family. Now you acting like you want to have pause and you want to have a little issue. Now that you met her family, you just didn't think that the Josephs wouldn't be so over the top. Okay, because the Josephs are over the top. Let me say that again. If you know me, never mind. The Josephs are over the top. Anyway, so in the next scene, fake ass Frances goes to Terry and Max, and she tries to get them to change their mind about giving Lester Hardy 3 additional months in the store. And that raggedy hoe lied and told them that nigga had cancer. And they still told her, hell no, hit the dough, and don't let the dough hit you where the good Lord should have split your raggedy ass. Okay, they didn't say all that. So she get pissed off and she leave. Okay, she tried to guilt trip them and was like, that's how you gonna do somebody who's sick? Hell yeah, because he ain't nothing but a mean ass, ornery ass, cranky ass man, once again, who got one foot in the grave and the other one in hell. We don't give a damn about him. He been a scheming, lying, conniving bastard. Ain't nothing changed. Okay, girl, bye. So Maxine tells Kenny about Lester Hardy's lying ass having cancer. So now Maxine feels bad for him, and now Maxine wants to give him those 3 months. They want to extend those 3 months to him. And I was like, Max, oh girl, he's a liar. Use better judgment. So Lim goes home and talks to Bird goes to the shop and talks to Bird about Lester Hardy. And she was like, listen, I don't want to talk about it because now everybody's starting to feel bad about this fake ass diagnosis that fake ass Frances gave to raggedy ass Lester. Okay? And so Kenny and Lim, they decided the next day they wanted to go visit Lester Hardy. And they wanted to visit him about making some changes in the store and how everything can kind of work for him and the sisters. And of course, his raggedy ass decided he wanted to give them a hard time and tell them no, that he don't want to make allowances for the sister, but you want the sisters to make all type of allowances for you. I cannot stand him. As much as I don't like him, I don't like Jack. And I can't wait to get to a season where we're not seeing these people anymore. So, Bird and Max are on the phone. Because Bird was telling Max that she was feeling lonely in the house. And because Lim was out, having a drink with Jack. And so they get into the conversation about the time Max, mouthed off to Big Mama. Now, I'm thinking Max was a young girl and she mouthed off to Big Mama. Come to find out, Max was a grown-ass woman. Let's get into this damn flashback that pissed me off. I told y'all they pisses me off in here. So we get to the flashback. Apparently, Kenny and Max were married. They got into it. She left him and went to Big Mama's house. Kenny decided because Ahmad was first born, Ahmad was doing a lot of crying. So he couldn't handle Ahmad because Max left his ass with the baby. Well, he couldn't handle Ahmad and all of Ahmad's crying, so he decided to bring Ahmad to Big Mama's house. And she was like, he dropped your son off, Big Mama. He dropped your son off over here because he was crying for you. Big Mama, shut up. You know why? Because Ahmad don't know why he was crying. If he is a new baby, he don't know why the fuck he crying. He probably crying because he needs to use, he hungry, need to be changed, all of the things. And he could have that wound, still used to the wound. I don't know how old Ahmad was at the time. So Big Mama just decided to tell her, you need to go home and go sleep in the same bed with your husband. So Max tell her, then where is your husband, bitch? So Big Mama told Max, hemmed her on the wall and told her, you need to go home. And I mean, you need to go home now. Also, Max told her mama, you don't know what you're talking about. He told me to leave. So, of course, Big Mama being male identified, she said, because you tried to put him out. Max was like, you don't know the whole story. So instead of Big Mama listening to her daughter and say, you know what, baby, what happened? I got your back. What happened? You just willy-nilly, like, a wife's supposed to be at home in her bed with her husband. No, I need to know what happened. Before I send you back to this nigga who oh, I don't know what that was. Sorry, y'all. But who's probably need to stop languages. Anyway, who sent you back to who kicked you out of your house and you left him with the kids. You left him with the kid with a mind. and keep in mind, Max was drunk. Max was absolutely drunk. She must have went out with her girls. And she came back to Big Mama's house drunk as hell. So Kenny must have did something extremely stupid. I just believe Kenny did something extremely stupid. Okay? So she said, she tells Bird, so as we get, well, okay, so Max, so Max did tell Kenny to leave, but Kenny told Max to leave. So Max did leave, and she left Ahmad in the house with him. But of course, as I stated, he couldn't handle Ahmad, so he dropped Ahmad off at Big Mama's house. And I was like, that's pretty tough. Okay, I wouldn't. Never mind. Okay. So again, she being male identified Big Mama. You not even checking on your daughter, but you are really mad once again that somebody clocking you about your weak ass, raggedy ass, wayward ass husband. I mean, wait, did I yell? I yelled. This lady takes no accountability when her daughters clock her on their husband. And it is no wonder that they have picked their men a little bit similar to Jeremiah. Okay? You have not set a great example. Okay? So, Max, we come back into real time. Max tell Bird, girl, I just would never do that to my mom again. I was just young and dumb. No, you knew exactly what you were saying to your mama. Y'all always know what y'all saying to y'all mama, but then y'all have to go back and apologize because y'all mom tell y'all disrespectful for telling her the truth. Like, I just had that conversation in my house. So yeah. So anyway, fake ass Francis and Hardy goes to Max's house unannounced with paperwork, making more demands about the store. And she said, well, if anything happens to Lester Hardy, I'm his sister. But you are not his sister. And if it comes to me, y'all have to deal with me. Like, you're trying to put all this authority in. Ma'am, you're not even his sister. You're his hoe. Okay? You're his old hoe. Okay? You look good, but you're his old hoe. And so the family sitting down, they make their little threats and then they leave because Terry was like, y'all can get the fuck. Okay, she didn't say that, but her and Max said goodbye. They tell him to leave because they was getting ready to have Sunday dinner, and they thought that was Damon at the door. And so Damon decided to call Terry and let her know that he's not coming to dinner. Why are you not coming to meet the family? Inquiring minds want to know, but he claimed he was sick. So the family's sitting down. They trying to discuss, whether or not they should give the store to Mr. Hardy, for 3 more months, extend those 3 months to him. So they made a decision to extend those 3 months to him. They decided they wanted to be nice. I was like, I don't know why in the hell y'all would do that, but whatever. So Kenny and Lim go to the club. Kenny turns around to see Damon dancing with 2 hoes. Sir, why are you dancing with these women? He all on the dance floor doing like this. Gyrating. Meanwhile, Again, you canceled dinner on Terry because you was sick. Well, of course, Kenny and Lim ain't gonna let that slide, so they went right on the dance floor and they approached Damon. Shout out to Lim and Kenny, because they didn't turn a blind eye, even if they don't always fool with Terry. Terry can be a pain in the ass, but they gonna stick up for their sister-in-law. Okay? They went on the dance floor. You must have healed real well. You feeling much better. He was like, yeah, this don't have to be complicated. It don't have to be complicated. So what's gonna happen is, Lim was like, you gonna tell her, and then you gonna leave her the fuck alone. That's what I'm talking about. I don't even like Lim like that, but that's what I'm talking about. And so they was about, Lim always want to try to fight somebody. Sir, you need to work on your emotions, and you need to let go of that aggression. Okay, I don't know what that's about, but you need to let go of that aggression. You've been aggressive for 7 episodes now. Let that shit go. Okay? All right. So they let her know, we gonna tell her. Okay, they loyal, and I'm okay with that. Not all the time. All right. So Damon goes home. Terry goes to his house because he said he was sick, and she went to bring him some things. Why? Because your fake ass said you was sick. So she was like, oh, where you coming from? Because as she got to his door, he was coming to his door fully clothed, looked like I just came from somewhere. He was like, oh, I felt a lot better. I went down to the club. I saw Kenny and Lim, and he was like, oh, she said, oh, you must be feeling much better. And so he decided to tell Terry, it's hard to be with you. I say, Damon, boy, fuck you. Because you're so used to doing the bare minimum from your job and giving the bare minimum in all of these little relationships that you probably had. And now you're frustrated because her family checks on her. Her family is questioning you and your motives with her. Her family is checking you in a club because you're wrong. She's asking you, what are you going to do with your life? Like, people are holding you to task and holding your feet to the fire, and you don't like it. Like, you literally have a problem with it. So because of all of these things, now it's too hard to be with Terry. But it wasn't too hard to be with Terry when you was fucking up. So anyway, so I was like, this bullshit. And so she was like, you know what? I'ma leave. He grabbed her arm. She was like, baby, let me go. And she left. So he called her when she made it home. He was like, I just wanted to check on you to see if you was home. She was like, I'm good. And he was like, I just wanted to let you know I just need time to myself. Child, she said, oh, okay, I gotta go, and hung up the phone. Okay. So then Lim goes over to Terry's house to pick up the rest of the boxes. And, even though him and Terry don't always get along, he did let Terry know, everything that's happening with Lester having cancer and whatnot. If anything happens to me and Bird, we want you to take care of Jeremiah, because we know that you'll give him a better education. We know that he'll have he'll have a good life and he'll have love. And this is no slight to Kenny or Max, but they have 3 additional kids. And so I guess everybody feels like Terry is always the more suitable, and she doesn't have any kids. So she was honored by that. And I wasn't mad at that. So they had a good moment. Again, I wasn't mad. So Lim was like, and I just haven't had that conversation with Bird yet. Cool. So then, as we get back to the store, fake ass Frances, aka Betty Jean. Okay, y'all, that's my auntie name, but don't tell her I told y'all that, because that's my girl. Okay. She goes to Lester. She's in Lester's store, and he's chipper because his grimy ass got them 3 extended months from the Josephs, talking about the Lord is still on my side. Boy, the Lord did not did not do this for you. It was lies and manipulation that got you these 3 months, okay? And of course, he ain't dying. And again, he used to screw her. He gave her money. He was like, we can do this together, me and you. Still want to get over on people. Die. How Diane Carroll told Dwayne, die, just die. I'm just saying. Okay, y'all, Lester Hardy pisses me off, okay? And so she was like, baby, I don't want nothing from you. I want a young dude, not somebody who have to take a honey pack, okay, and a pill. Okay, I need a man who know how to stroke it, okay. Okay, not somebody who know who. Not that lady said she don't want that, and you ain't gotta take nothing. Okay, she won't stroke it, okay. Okay, so she said, what you can give me is my money, so I can head back to DC. Baby, I said this hoe ain't shit. I hope we don't see her no more. Okay, and so he was like, just get out of here, ungrateful. I was like, sir, goodbye. Okay, and she left and went about her merry little way, and this where the episode ended. I said, you bastards is gonna piss me off. Okay, I actually like doing this. I really like doing soul food, and once again, I really want to catch up so I can just do this once a week rather than giving y'all everything a couple times. I'm trying to catch up so I can get back to my regular schedule. All right. Anyway, this is your girl Kiwan reminding you to keep growing up. Keep growing, keep showing up, stay true to yourself, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye.